Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, so let's go ahead and get it started. I am back. Oh, hello.
You cannot be serious.
He
Goblins
is.
working with rookwood
Yes.
makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
You're
I'll
just
see
not
what I can
noticing
find
me.
out.
Sir, I was
okay,
able
cool.
to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
catch
In
big.
fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
You like the book?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time.
Okay, cool.
I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh,
So we're going to
and
class?
don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn
Revelio.
from them as well.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go to class, guys. Ooh, let's do this. Herbology class. Ah,
Good
Sebastian.
morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
I like that. Also
How
like your hair.
thrilling it is to have
It's
everyone
long.
back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Okay, bet.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Nice.
Quickly! Take your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil!
There we go. Like, dang.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
How many times do you
I'm
think that
very
this
sorry
happened?
about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's
All right,
okay.
then. Off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I think he's twitching because he doesn't like you. He liked me more.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
What
I
is
already have some,
a
Professor.
dittany?
Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You've
Oh,
visited
that.
the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay, cool. Well, let me go
How to
and
balance
plant my
my
own
staff
stuff.
this
Well,
little-
I
Well
planted.
done. Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say
Okay.
we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes,
Oh, am
Professor.
I the
They're
dummy?
in the other greenhouse.
Hey,
it's just
what?
at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
Hey, Sebastian.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I thought it was the dummy. Well, come
Hello.
on, let's go.
Saw you on your way to
Ah,
Hogsmeade
it's
the other
not
day.
Sebastian. It's
Nice to meet you.
Leander.
I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the
Ah,
Chinese chomping cabbage. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts,
yeah,
by the
I
way.
don't care, my man.
Excuse me.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
Yeah,
Thinks he's really good.
he's my
But you all, I
friend.
slaughtered him. It was
Yeah,
brilliant.
he's my friend.
Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go
Can I
on,
just collect
grab a
all
few of
this
those
stuff?
cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh.
Belching on anything they can get their mouths on.
Oh,
Planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her.
are
little
they gonna
home,
come for
but
me?
they
Which
left the
come for
honking
me?
daffodils in
Are you
tatters.
friendly? You're friendly.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were. I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed
Yeah,
and Deathcap
back
has
off.
more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden.
My parents
get
are
the
dead,
idea.
so
Anyway, we probably ought to head
I don't
back to
even know if
class.
my parents are in this game.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Take my time. Well, I'm gonna leave right now. No. Thank you.
And with that
Let's
helpful
go.
reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And
No, they're
good,
friendly to me.
as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
That's a little weird. I don't want to be hit on, Professor. Natty sent me an owl, so let's go ahead and go do that.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hey, friend. What do you
Hello,
need?
Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
Should I trust Natty or no? Honestly, as much as I want to, I can't. Only trust Sebastian.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort
Okay.
of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going
Maybe I
to
should've
sit by
trust-
and watch them destroy my new home.
Oh, wait.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
Y'all good?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi!
I think I'm about to be
Speak of the
fighting him.
devil, Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
stupefied!
Let's do this.
I shall sue you for this when I get down from here.
And I wrecked them. What is that?
I'll
Oh.
watch the light go out of your eyes.
I mean, is that another way of you tell me you can kill me?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you tried.
By me himself.
There we go. All good? Yep.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Uh,
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
thank
Care
you.
to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay,
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Okay, cool.
I have the
I'll take them all.
mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
What?
Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, cool.
Did you see that? The
No,
vines
I'm blind.
disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is
I mean,
uncharted
can I-
territory.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
It ain't that hard, though.
Beard, how beautiful!
You're welcome there, Coach.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, cool. Well, how's the
And
Louis
do
go?
be careful out here. Now I've got what
Why
I
do
needed.
everyone tell me
The
that?
safety of my notes and books.
I got myself. Okay, let's continue living our life as a student.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Okay, let's get on
Potions is
with
one of the most
potions.
challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
But
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
okay, cool. Let's do this. We got this, guys. It's pretty simple. You just do the
Use a
clickety
strong,
clackety.
even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
There we go. That doesn't look
I
good.
see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
Thank
And from
you.
what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
It's skill. Watch. Watch.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere.
Okay, rebellious.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I
And
suspect
I'm
that's
guessing
where I
you
come in.
know. Or
You're
yeah.
as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I mean, he's probably gonna notice, but sure.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay, cool. So what's that? I'm just gonna loot his entire shindig. Okay, Garrett. I got this is not
feather you wanted.
Brilliant.
suspicious
Thank
at all.
you. This is going to
Just
take a moment
going
to
to
brew.
chop that over.
You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay. I mean, cool. Whatever happens, happens.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Huh,
What's
this is about
happening?
to be funny.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Nice.
Dragon Duck! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I mean, I'm Puffle, so I don't care.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I can multitask.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Thank you.
I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Well, let's tear some stuff up. Come on, Lucan.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again.
Bet.
If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
I got you. But I won't, because I'm gonna nail it. Watch this, son. Watch it. Told you.
Excellent form.
Told you, son.
That's it.
Yeah, you ain't want me? Gosh, I felt like that was so close. Because it wasn't loading. Oh, the cooldown. Dude, that was wild.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
I can't remember that in the duel, but
Thanks, Lucan.
or in a
You've been a
duel.
great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again.
Well, let's do
Plus, you'll
the
be
duel.
even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Let's do it. Okay, guys, I was getting my butt kicked, so I figured I'd just continue off.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Sure.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Good to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
Good
I
bet.
shall see you there, soon I hope.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go over there. Well, I'm gonna just head straight there, and I'll meet you guys there, guys.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Yes, I mean, I told you I was gonna come right immediately. I mean, I'm gonna just take that and let's go! Hey!
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If
Makes
my
sense.
great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw
So you want me to go to
spoke to
Azkaban?
Anne, she might reveal new information.
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
I mean, I could keep myself safe, but cool.
Very well. Let's...
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take
Okay,
care
cool.
now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Let's do it. Nice. Saw dudes.
Expecto Patronum!
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
That's normal.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
Okay, cool.
This
Where we
isn't a
going?
place for loitering.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban
I mean,
for
you're
myself.
making me want to loiter now.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
How did you? How do you know they were coming and stop listening?
I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
This is a nice place. Pretty tall.
There's a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
And
My only friend. My only hope.
dude, she doesn't sound
The
good.
school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Okay, cool.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins. Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book.
Helen? Helen? No, you're here. Come in closer. Be a
Ooh.
dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oof. I mean, someone said that there's a dark cloud over her.
The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Okay, cool. I mean, nothing to question,
But
really.
Madam
Let's
Thistlewood,
go.
All right. I'll find it.
Yeah,
I'll
we
find
got you.
Jackdaw's cave.
Well, let's
who
go.
lives here? This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
First thing I do, break stuff.
Revelio.
Okay, cool. So what do you guys want? Can I shoot you?
Accio.
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
Revelio. Accio.
Let's do this.
Couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Revelio.
Ah. Why, thank you. My dearest Anne. Well done, you solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There is no telling where it will lead us. I found it on the pages that Peeves wrote from the secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I am glad tonight I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning, Richard. P.S. I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone on alone if you did not. What fun would that be? Oh, little does he know.
Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Yeah, she never did, so like... Oh no. Hey, Jack.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
Should I lie? Nah, I'm a
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Okay, cool. Well, guys.
Must have been quite stately in its time.
Let's go ahead and look. There we go. We have to learn a spell before we can keep moving forward, so I figured might as well go to class. Look at us learning, us happy students. Oh, look at that. That was class. That was a great session today, guys. Later. Hey, Professor
I
Haggett.
hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
I am a god. Okay, well, perfect then. Since we learned the spell, next episode we'll go ahead and we'll go to the Jackdaw's Rest and see what's happening with that. So, as always, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Do it all. And as always, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.